Everyone, I've been asked by Amazon.ca to explain the benefits of the X-Unit Testing Patterns book by Gerald Mazarios. Well, here's the book. Yes, you're right. It's an invisible book. In this particular invisible book, it will explain to you the rather bizarre delivery policies of Amazon.ca. Amazon.ca has decided that regardless of your delivery preference and what delivery type works for you, they're going to deliver a book by United Parcel Services, UPS. But you see, I'm just going to put the book down now. You see, in the community where I live, in Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario, UPS will only deliver between 9 and 5 p.m. and also from Monday through Friday. Well, that's when I'm working. In addition, because I live in an apartment, there is nowhere for UPS to deliver the book. Now you might think, well, what are the options? Well, one option is to have the book delivered to my employer. But my employer has asked that employees stop having their personal mail sent to where I work. And I think with some justification. After all, it's not my employer's responsibility to be delivering Amazon.ca's mail. The other option is to have it held for pickup. Well, it turns out that there is actually a UPS store near where I work, but UPS absolutely will not deliver the product there, Amazon.ca's product there for pickup, but rather they are going to require me to go to the next city next to here, which is almost an hour away, to pick the book up if I want to have it held for pickup. In other words, UPS's service is pretty lousy in this area, and it's an entirely inflexible service. But what about Amazon.ca? You would think that Amazon.ca would look at a customer's request and say, could you go back to the old way and the better way of delivering your books through Canada Post? What kind of reply do you get? Well, you can read it in this book. Amazon.ca says that they know best. They know best the way that their products should be delivered. And in their opinion, the best way to get books to me is through the United Parcel Service, UPS. And they know that in spite of the fact that I've explained to them that, in fact, UPS doesn't work. UPS stinks. And Canada Post is really the better way to deliver it. I think that actually the person that I was talking to really does know that Canada Post is the better way. I got the sense from the email correspondence I was receiving from this individual that I was just getting a series of canned responses. The person is basically kind of like a barking dog. You say a command and the dog barks. This person really isn't allowed to express an opinion. They just push buttons to put together a form email. So I don't think that the person that I was talking to really believes that Amazon.ca's policy is the best one. I do think, though, that Amazon.ca doesn't realize that they're losing business because of the way in which they're conducting their business. The only way to get books from Amazon.ca is through the mail delivery service. So you would think that Amazon.ca would be concerned when their books aren't being delivered. In my particular case, my option is that I'm going to a local bookseller here in Waterloo, Ontario. It's the only way that I can get the book. Now, they don't offer door-to-door service, but at least I don't have to travel to the next city to pick the book up, and I will receive it in good time. So Amazon.ca, your policy in this book, it stinks. And because of that, you've lost my business.